easy for a strong Graves player to, or excuse me, a strong Jace player to kind of win out in the trades. So looking for that interaction to come up, I think generally speaking, because you're playing Graves into a Jinx, because you're playing a setup, gives Tori a little bit of a taste of his own medicine. But
oh no.
as I say that, maybe
Hung.
give me a turret shot.
Hung. He's dead. He flashes away. Iboy gets him with a Caliber from Severum. And after that flay in the turret, Galal, who is going to be contested though. FPX want to get on him, but Dragon's going to be gone. Loyan with the smite down, it's early, but at least he gets it. Sky Splitter needs to come in though for the shield as Hero's entrance there to choke Yuyanjar. Knocked up as he gets a hook upon dying. Hung won't die here, but look in the top side. Xiao who about to die himself, running to his saving grace, and that's going to be one of these brushes. But for now, RA, they're going to lose one member for the cost of the Dragon, and maybe Xiao who's laning phase.
And importantly, right, we talked about that way that mid laners typically hit level 6 on Strive.
That's
have
Ignite.
level 5.
That's Ignite down, Unsealed Spellbook. Strive himself have the flash available, doesn't burn it, and meanwhile the top side, Bear slap.
Oh no.
Yep.
Xiao who not having the greatest game so far, did manage to wait.
Oh, nice hook.
Manage the wait
He's got
properly.
the Dark Passage. Hang on. Page one's dead. Yuyanjar. Maybe he heard us talking smack.
Gets the most out of this gold. I would say that if we end up fighting mid 5v5, right, that's going to be the Jinx, because Graves won't necessarily be able to get on
If
the
they get
side.
this. Yuyanjar is dead. Over to page one it goes. Iboy left by himself under the turret. He's cleared the minion wave though. As flash forward from Hung. The hook doesn't connect from page one. Flash away from Iboy. This is bad. 1v3. Iboy takes two with him. Hung runs away. Do not dive. Aphelios with ulti.
Yeah, Aphelios had ulti and blue gun, which means there was basically no wave available. So effectively, they dive Aphelios without a wave as melee champions. They just die instantly to the turret shots. So not quite the best decision that could be made, as we're looking for a play onto Galio now.
I mean, Gory almost dead. He goes back in with the Justice Punch just to flash away. A bit of a mistake, and he pays for it.
From Rare Adam. However, I can't completely count out FPX. Like
Or Yuyanjar. You can't count out Yuyanjar, that's for sure. Base on the reset onto Iboy. Hook is not going to connect.
Oh.
And he's out. Okay, well, Yuyanjar just setting up for a hook in the meantime, though. Carroll's going to get the charge here. Won't take down the turret, but Iboy willing to step up. Smite helps secure it down. Now for LWX, look at the poke damage coming through. You mentioned Shallow and his impact he's going to have. Already we're seeing it as the hook doesn't connect. Once again, Cube runs in, but he's a hull breaker. Graves with a mortal shield bow. Feels like 1.5 items as he gets out with the collateral damage. But for RA, trying to poke them down hasn't worked. Look at this. Cube has to go back, get some healing, while the rest of RA look to keep them at arm's length. But the poke is massive. Iboy, though, sets it up with an ulti. Gravitum comes through, though. It is not the Infernum, and the poke continues to be threatening, but for FPX, they're not going to risk it. Here comes the rocket, and Loyan dodges it, gets the smite down. Soul point now for Rare Adam.
Playing with Iboy, I'm going to prioritize something like the Tonk Dash, like the Thresh. So, does have that for him in this series.
Okay, well now they're going to trance Q, but Loyen's there as well, getting damage on Shallow, who he might not even need Loyen. Honestly, Beichuan's dead. I feel like Loyen comes in as moral support, as Strive on top of this Jace is looking for another kill, and just as RA make me doubt with their 80 carry, the rest of them bring it all back.
Yep, and then, crucially, if they don't, they're probably just going to get choked out.
Relies on Fate, trying to feels here as he goes to engage on top of Loyan, but ulti, they pivot backwards, and now they've got the poke. This jungler the target, but for FPX, now in a choke as Yuyanjar gets a hook for Beichuan with a reset. Meanwhile, you're right, Cube decides, hey, if we're going to lose the dragon, I'm just going to take the pathway into the game, and Strive runs back in. That's Paint Rise. Another good hook here is into the enemy jungle. They don't have a smite to contest this objective bounty, but for FPX, look at their base. They're teleporting back, a Nexus turret dropping, and RA cleaning up the rest of the fight. FPX are just losing the game. Cube with Hullbreaker has literally run it in. Gory can't stop him alone. He flashes away in front of the open Nexus. Kelsey, he won't do it today, but he's done enough damage as LWX has just been crippled by FPX being separated. RA with a huge 5-head play to almost end the game.
Yeah, also no. It's alright at the moment.
Yeah, it's clean stuff. It's hilarious to watch, and all around, just a great experience to see RA, you know, do SPX like this. In responded to, LWX continues hovering around, taking down the super minions, while the rest of the base is going to be destroyed. Loyan on top of base one. He's going to find the stun. Yuyanjia with the hook. Again, short. As Cube runs forward, look at this grave. Highboy flushing and doing the exact same thing. Loyan wants to end it at the hero's entrance. It's not exactly that. Cube this game has acted exactly like we wanted to see. As base one, it might not matter. Realm Warp in. Yuyanjia on top of base one. They're going to drive it. Cube is in front of the Nexus, and he wants to make the game his own. 2-0 against FPX. Rare Adam came to play, and Cube came to PvE.
I'm just really loving seeing these teams punch above their weight and improve so much in a short amount of time. Hysterics. Rare Adam showing dimensions that I did not expect from them as they continue their win streak. I remember last year in spring,